Welcome to the FIA Formula 3 magazine show, the 7th event of the season. This week, we're at the world famous track directly adjacent to the seaside, the Netherlands. It's Zandvoort.
Zandvoort is a little bit famous for the dunes, the sea, and a bit of fun and a bit of beer. And yeah, when the weather is nice like this, it's a lovely place to stay.
Located on the shore of the Dutch North Sea, it's the perfect spot for the fans to combine beach with viewing the battles on the circuit.
Best of luck and hi to all the race fans, to all the people in Formula 3 that love Formula 3. From US, Max Papis, see you.
Well, next up, races 19, 20 and 21
Hello,
in the 2015
I race for a Premier Power team in FIA Formula 3, and this is a lap of Zandvoort. Okay, so we've exited the last corner. It's very important to get a good exit, as this is one of the longest straights on the circuit. The best chance probably for overtaking during the racing. All about the braking zone into this part. Important to carry good speed into the corner, let the car rotate as the corner's cambered. 2, 3 and 4 are all linked together. It's a very flowing part of the circuit. And then into 4 here, we have some slight understeer. Again, the camber of the road helps that. And then again, it's very important to get a good exit onto probably the second longest straight, which is the most bumpiest for the car. And then we go over a fast, over a crest into a fast right, possibly the fastest corner on the circuit. It's very high speed, 5th or 6th gear. It's important to carry good speed through it. And then this corner comes up pretty quickly again, a very high speed corner. And then possibly the most difficult corner on the circuit is this one here. It's very late braking and hard, so it's quite easy to lock the right front tyre. And then this corner here, for some reason, the Formula 3 car doesn't seem to handle very well on this corner, and we tend to generally struggle for balance. And then we again go down a small straight, and then we come to the hardest braking zone of the circuit, into the chicane, just hit the apex, some slight oversteer in the middle, and then again you need to hook the apex curve through the left and then stamp on the throttle to get a really good exit out. Then come up to the final corner of the circuit, very easy to wreck a good lap you've just driven. Okay, but it's important to carry good speed in, but also you can't compromise the exit too much, because again, we've got a very fast, very long straight coming up. Okay, and that was a lap of Zandvoort in a Formula 3 car, and wish me luck.
Both race days in Zandvoort are completely sold out, and for one team in the Formula 3 paddock, it feels like their front guard.
Well, my history goes back nearly 50 years. First time I visited this circuit was 1966, so that's a long time ago. And I used to say it's part of my life. Zandvoort is part of my life. Well, of course, it's old school. It's been developed and built just after the war or in the war. And there hasn't changed that much. Of course, the standards are a lot higher now, but basically, well, a lot of the famous corners are still there. So it does have, a special feeling. Well, we're leading the championship, but like any weekend, it's a new weekend. And up till now, it's not an easy weekend for us. Charles is really struggling a bit. We're there with 5th and 6th places, so we are not really unsatisfied, but it could have been better, especially because our biggest competitor, Antonio Giovinazzi, scored a pole position and a second, so it will be a tough weekend for us.
Antonio Giovinazzi on pole, his first of the season. Rosenqvist alongside, and it's a good start. And a good bit of defensive driving from Giovinazzi. Further back, it's a jump start for Jake Dennis on the second row. As they all filter through the first few corners, Stroll overtakes Leclerc for 4th. And this is a replay of Jake Dennis jumping that start, and a drive-through penalty is the result. On lap 4, bit of trouble for Santino Ferrucci and Callum Ilott, both running wide. Also problems for Maximilian Günther in 10th, the winner of the Nürburgring round. Our front wing end plate clearly loose there, and the black and orange flag was displayed. After 13 laps out front, Antonio Giovinazzi still ahead of Felix Rosenqvist, who's very close, but still no change in the lead. And there was to be no changes right up into the checkered flag. Antonio Giovinazzi ahead of Felix Rosenqvist and Marcus Pommer. Rosenqvist passing Maximilian Günther, who goes a lap down.
It's really important to be in pole. I was focused in the start for be in first position in the first corner. When I saw I was first, I was just managing the gap with Felix. The track is quite aggressive with the tires, so I saved the tires in the middle of the race, and in the end, yeah, I was faster than him, so the car was fantastic. So I need to say thank you to him, and I hope we can continue push like that for the weekend.
The start is an important thing, and then normally it's very difficult to overtake, even if you're a lot quicker. Because I mean, I could really follow him close, but it just, you have no slipstream effect, and it doesn't matter if you're like 2 meters away from him, you still cannot get the momentum to overtake. So I was just waiting for a mistake, and I was really close all the time. But then in the end, my tires were completely destroyed because I was always so close.
It's an amazing feeling. The race looked a bit boring, but it was very difficult because the tire management was the biggest topic. We made a quite conservative setup, and in the beginning I struggled. And when I felt Felix and Antonio are a bit quicker than me, then I just saved my tires and tried to stay on P3, and it works. I'm very happy.
A good win for Antonio Giovinazzi ahead of Felix Rosenqvist and Marcus Pommer in 3rd place. Well, next to come, the 2nd race in Zandvoort. No luck on home soil for Van Aert. Stay with us.